Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and if you're watching this video, hit the subscribe button, motherfucker, before I even get into it. Turn the notifications on, you asshole, and stop watching just a minute and 30 seconds of the shit. Watch the full episode. In any event, this episode, we're going to talk about scumbag niggas. Since I cover street culture and hip-hop, which are sometimes one and the same, but I cover street culture, so I felt like it was my duty. I did an episode about what a snitch is, and now I'm going to do an episode about what a scumbag nigga is. First on the chopping block, we got Tony Yayo. Now, out of all the G-Unit niggas, I never really liked him. This nigga sounds like Kermit the Frog. He's actually one of the most happy-go-lucky niggas in G-Unit, and I never could take this nigga as a gangster, right? If you leave it to me, most of these street niggas is just gangbangers, petty thugs, and hoodlums. They like to masquerade like they gangster, but nothing's gangster about these niggas. And if you don't have a body, you ain't a gangster. You just a nigga that sold drugs and got into some street fights. Most of these niggas never even got into a street fight. And this nigga slapped up Jimmy Henchman's kid and he shot his mom's house up. I never heard of no retribution on his behalf. So this is a weird ass nigga. Now, I will have to say, while he is weird and he's happy-go-lucky, he does seem like a nice person, but so does the devil. This jackass goes on VladTv and says that even when he was selling drugs, he was a nice guy. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how to perceive that. From a nigga that grew up around drug dealers that sold crack. Yeah, I'm assuming that if there is such thing as a devil, and I don't really believe in that shit, but he's a nice person or a nice entity, right? People like to always make the devil like some evil motherfucker with teeth, a pitchfork, and horns. No, the devil's fucking nice. He smiles. He is your friend. It's when he's selling you crack or heroin. You know, shit that's gonna kill you. Now, while I hate crackheads and them doing drugs, crackheads, meth heads, heroin addicts, all that shit, let me basically rephrase that. I don't hate them. I have a high disdain for them. However, I have even a higher disdain for niggas that sell the poison. These are fucking scumbags. So even saying that even when he sold drugs, he was a nice guy, who gives a fuck? So it's the devil. This is like a washed up, cleaned up piece of shit. These are the people that, like, if we ever gonna have any black unity, a revolution, these are the fucking scumbags we gotta get rid of. Next to the coons, the sellouts and traitors. Because I sold drugs, right? Marijuana and pills, shit that never really harmed nobody. And I can't even say they were hard pills. They were Vicodins. And marijuana, last time I checked, never hurt nobody. But this person probably was selling heroin, crack, cocaine. So he was selling a poison that was going to fuck up their life irreparably. To say that even when he sold drugs, he was a nice person, that's not saying much. It just means that you was a fucking piece of shit scumbag with a smile on your face. And then the next person on the chopping block that's a fucking scumbag, Fetty Wap. Or better yet, his lawyer. His lawyer says that he was caught up selling drugs because his financial struggles led his drug ring involvement, lawyer says. While the bills kept coming in, the money that paid him was running out. Once again, we don't give a fuck. This sounds like the common problem with the regular man and woman. You make more money. And for people like him that was spending $35,000 on jeans, according to his interview with DJ Academics, we don't give a fuck. You stupid. You was buying $35,000 worth of denim for yourself and your squad, like 11 niggas. You do the quick math. This nigga's an asshole with no eyeball. So I don't really care. I'm like the white man on this one. He needed to be locked up. And I don't know how many years they gave him. Hopefully they gave him a decade so he can sit the fuck down and think about what he was doing. Anybody that, like, one, gets into the rap game, becomes a celebrity, goes commercial and mainstream, and has 4 #1 singles, and then turns back around and sell cocaine, fentanyl, and whatever the fuck he was selling, I hope they lock this nigga in a dungeon. You're stupid. If I had $1 million at my disposal, I'd be a fucking billionaire in about 5 years. These niggas are fucking retards. Like I said in a previous episode, rapping, playing any type of sports is like a default to being a millionaire. You don't really have to be the most intellectual person. It takes really no hyper skills to do that shit. You can rhyme words. Dr. Seuss used to rhyme words. He sold millions of books. So anybody that gets into entertainment in any capacity, makes millions of dollars, and runs out of money, fuck them. I hope they lock this nigga in a dungeon. Now, I'm not going to go as far as say I hope he get raped or shanked in prison, but I hope he get beat the fuck up. Maybe he should work out while he's up in there and read some books, because he was plenty fucking stupid and weak built when he was on the streets. And I know some people that's gonna watch this episode and say, damn, you sound mad angry. I am, because it's a black person with an opportunity that most of us won't get, and probably live a lifestyle that most of us never will. I'm not speaking on myself. I do film, so fuck everybody. But the people that don't have like what it takes to do this, the ingenuity and all that, or never lived this lifestyle, the fact that he was able to do that, rub shoulders with people in the industry of high caliber like Jay-Z or DJ Khaled, even though DJ Khaled's a fucking fat idiot, but he has connections, is beyond me. Fuck this nigga. If I'm not mistaken, he had a song with all the niggas that's hot. Lil Uzi Vert. I want to say he got a song with don't even get me started. The lie. Like, I don't know if he probably got a song with Meek Mills. He squandered his fucking opportunity. Fuck this nigga. We don't give a fuck. I don't even know why his lawyer is coming out copping pleas for this nigga. To my knowledge, I could have swore he was convicted. You're not gonna win no appeal, so you might as well just do your time, bitch, nigga. Man up. And then we have Obama, right? This should have been the first person I talked about, but I want to save the best for last. It says Obama tells CBS that the thing that keeps him up at night is not having total control of the media narrative. Like, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean, bro. You did your time. You did 2 terms, and we naively voted for your stupid ass. You want total control of the narrative to say what? That you ain't a half-breed piece of shit? Fuck this nigga. Out of all the presidents that I wish they would have assassinated, this nigga is high up on the list. He killed Gaddafi, right? Another black man, or at least a brown man in Libya that was trying to liberate most countries in Africa. He didn't do shit for black people, even though he ran on a presidential campaign that he's the first black president. What the fuck do they even tell us that for? We don't give a fuck if you're the first black something. If you're not doing nothing for us, what the fuck does that matter? Just run as a president. He could have just ran as a president. That could have went without saying. We didn't give a fuck. We thought you were going to do something for us. And for all you dickheads out there that's saying that, well, he was everybody's president. I don't give a fuck. He did something for gays people exclusively. Donald Trump did shit for rich motherfuckers. And he broke off some of us working class people with the stimulus shit. But we still had to pay that back in taxes. So that really wasn't no help. Bush did shit for rich white men back when he was president. You even got Clinton that did the Welfare Reform Act in 1992. So he hooked up white bitches that was on welfare and black bitches that was on welfare. He could have did something exclusively for black people, and on top of all that, he could have curbed all that fucking police violence that was happening under his watch. So fuck Obama. You don't get control of the narrative, bitch. You get to sit back. Hopefully nobody blow your scalp off, and you could fucking live a ripe old age. This nigga never ceases to amaze me. It's like, bro, you've been president. You didn't do shit for all people, but especially for black people. Just crawl back underneath the fucking rock that you hiding from and just live the rest of your life out. It's already bad that your wife is possibly a man. Your 2 daughters are fucking interracial dating sellout coon bedwench bitches. They ain't gonna do shit but grow up to suck on white dick and have no remnants of any blackness. So we don't give a fuck. In any event, this video is probably not going to get a lot of views because I was very heavily laden with profanity. But fuck you too. If you like this episode, click the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, share on all social media platforms, and tell your friends. And I'm out.